Who is the Duke of York? Who is Henry Hudson? The city that never sleeps, the most populated city in the United States, 8,405,837 people as of 2013. This city has a lot of personality and character. New York City. Now, with that said, expanding on this idea are some great facts about New York. Let's take a bite out of the Big Apple and elaborate for a few minutes. New York City has a rich history in tourism, food, culture, fashion, music, and many other things. Just think if you are an aspiring fashion designer, rap artist, or actor. First thing's important, the boroughs and weather of New York City. The city's makeup consists of five boroughs: Manhattan, the most known, followed by Brooklyn, Queens, Staten Island, and the Bronx are filled with neighborhoods. Many celebrities are from New York City. There are at least 800 languages spoken within the boroughs and many nationalities of people. The weather is cold in January and warm in June. According to weatherspark.com, New York has a humid continental climate with hot summers and no dry season. The area within 25 miles of this situation is covered 48%, oceans and seas 22%, forests 16%, grassland 7%, and lakes and rivers 5%. Moving on to the next aspect of this world-renowned city is the breathtaking landmarks. The American Stock Exchange, Holland Tunnel, the Brooklyn Navy Yard, and the Rockefeller Center are a few. Many foreigners tour the city taking snapshots. The New York City skyline consists of the Empire State Building at 1050 feet, 86 floors high, and the top of the Rock Building 70 floors high, which includes the NBC studios, also the Statue of Liberty. There is plenty to be entertained about. Popular websites like the New Yorker, Gothamist, the Wall Street Journal, New York government website, and the New York Times help residents and newcomers know daily activity. There are spoken word artists, nightclubs, there's food. New York is known for its food. The taste of New York is pizza, cheesecake, chocolate, and more. And each neighborhood hosts block parties in the summertime and festivals like Cinco de Mayo, Puerto Rican Parade, Dominican Republic Parade, and Gay Pride Parade. Third, let's think of how to get to the events and places. According to NewYork.com, one of the most complex and extensive public transportation systems in the world is the Metropolitan Transportation Authority, or MTA. It has 468 train stations in operation, and Grand Central Station is also another train station. The Staten Island Ferry and New York Waterway ferries are for transporting in between boroughs and New Jersey to New York. The Brooklyn, Manhattan, Williamsburg, Queensboro, and George Washington bridges also connect boroughs. Last but highly important is the cost of living. According to the New York Times, housing, after all, is absurdly expensive. Even for the rich, complex zoning regulations and limited land make it all but impossible for supply to grow alongside demand. So the cost of living is pretty steep. The financial district is home to several financial institutions. Wall Street is a street in lower Manhattan. The New York Stock Exchange, a stock exchange based in New York City, which is considered the largest equities-based exchange in the world based on total market capitalization of its listed securities, according to Investopedia. Also, the World Financial Center, comprising the Merrill Lynch Company, is also part of the financial district. In closing, I enjoyed sharing facts about New York City. New York City is visited by millions and millions reside there. In my opinion, it is the capital of the United States, not Washington, D.C., a large city with a huge variety of everything. I invite you to Google NYC or New York City, or to chat with New Yorkers. What's the best thing about Switzerland? I don't know, but the flag is a big plus. Reader's Digest. New York City is the best.